Hey guys, Rich here at RCINFORMER. Once again, got Steve on the camera. We're flying the 3,000 millimeter Fox glider. We're doing something slightly different with it, as in the last two videos. As you know, we used the stock battery, then we went to a 3300. And I made one more change to this that I thought would continue to save us weight. And Steve, I'll put this up so you can get in there. I'm still using the Roaring Top 3300 because when we go from a 5,000 to a 3300, we actually save a little bit more than half a pound of weight. But the speed controller wires were in the way, and I was going to mod that and move it forward. But what I decided to do first is just try this out. I pulled the speed controller out and just put it on the side. There's plenty of cooling with the cooling hole. It should be under there. And that gave me another inch and a half or so where the 3300 is shifted way forward, because I thought the last flight on the 33 back a little bit was making it maybe a little bit less stable than it should be. So I think my CG right now is probably at about 100, maybe 105, somewhere in that range. So, but I was able to get this 3300 all the way forward to the firewall by moving this to the side. And later I might take that speed controller and I may put it back where it is, but shift it farther underneath so it is out of the way. But it should be okay there. And now we're flying with a 3300 with a slightly more forward CG from the 110. Again, I'm probably about 105 or so, I think, and we haven't flown it yet like this, so we're going to give it a shot. Telemetry module's in there. I'm going to go ahead and plug in, Steve, and get everything rolling here. Radio's on. Let's get this whole thing plugged in here, and we will be on our way. So again, I just moved that speed controller to the outside because I want to test this out rather than making a permanent change and, you know, keeping it buried under where it is. Before I make any real serious changes to this thing. Another thing I did too, let me get my telemetry going. Another thing I did too is I thought my propeller blades were going to wear in a little bit better, but they didn't. So they just weren't folding. They were folding most of the time, but sometimes they would stay open and you're getting that windmilling. And anytime you have a windmilling propeller, you're making more drag than you need. And for a glider, you really want this thing to fold. So I popped these off. I went ahead and just very lightly sanded down the props, actually, just so they're a little looser in here. And then right down here, Steve, you can probably see this. As usual, guys, where there's an E-ring or something, a retaining clip, I put a little bit of foam tack adhesive over that just to make sure those clips stay on there. And again, you can peel that away to replace the prop if you need to or something. So it's not a non-permanent, but it does kind of act as, you know, kind of a rubberized version of a piece of safety wire almost, just to help keep that on. So the battery's looking good. We're locked in place. Telemetry seems to be working well. Let me get this locked in. Something's binding there. Oh, it's probably just my my strap Velcro that I put there. And once again, here's where we're looking at with the center of gravity. I think you can probably see that really well, Steve, is we're looking at probably, again, this is at 90, and I think right now I'm balancing at about kind of 10 millimeters back from that, so it's really about 100 or so. So this plane seems to fly well between 90 and 110 roughly. So 110, it starts getting a little more unstable, but it tends to glide a little better when the CG is a little farther back. Oops, sorry, Steve. Big glider. Steve's getting the close-up and I'm hitting him. Sorry about that, Steve. All right, here. Do a quick flight control check here and make sure everything's working the way it's supposed to be working. Right for right, left for left. Up, down, left, right, flaps are working, and we will go. Let me do a quick run up here, pull this thing up here, make sure we're spinning. We're doing well there, brakes working well. Pull this chair out of the way, and Steve, see if you can get on the telemetry there. Are you focused? See if you can get in there real quick. Is it there? 25 volts, so it's about fully charged. 14 milliamps is what we've used. So we'll see what we get as we fly this thing. All right, I'm going to put one setting of flaps down. Let's see, put them back to one setting. All right, you ready? One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Here we go. Throw the flaps up real quick. I've got a lot of elevator pitch in there. I'll get here behind the pilot station. All right, let me bring it on up there a little bit. We don't have much cloud reference today, so we're just going to kind of play it as it is. All right, power off. Trim it a little bit, and I'm hands off. Steve, hands off, baby. So it's just flying by itself. So it'll glide quite a ways. Let's see if we can keep it up there. I'm not really too high up in the air, so we may do a future video where I'll put some crow and camber and all that stuff in there. I'm not really a glider guy as usual, but just playing around with this thing just to see what it'll do gliding wise, just to see what kind of time we get out of it. I wasn't very high. What would you say I was? 300 feet? 200 maybe? Okay, so give us an idea. I've had the power off the whole time, just kind of easy gliding around. So I could have used a little more, saved a little energy there, but I thought I would just bring it in. Let's go up a little higher, Steve, and see what's happening with it. You can see a jet up there. I don't know if you can get that. I got the contrail. There's some reference there. I don't think I'll make it quite that high, but I can try. So how high would you think that is? I don't have any telemetry, but
Probably 400.
you think that's 400? All right, let's kill the power. Steve, I hate to give you the neck bender flight here, but let's see what we can get out of it just without any, you know, no crow, no camber, none of that stuff. Dave, do you know gliders well?
A little bit.
Because I don't do much. I flew a Grove motor glider a long time ago, you know, full scale, but
I haven't done a glider in a while.
I haven't done RC stuff in a while, so I'm just trying to see. I've used 500 milliamps because I really used a lot of power there getting this thing up there. And but I think, like I said, in a future video we might do some actually this thing doesn't really need crow so much for brake. That's just for braking, really. No, but I might put some camber, separate the ailerons and the flaps, and
Actually, I've got that rock hobby one.
yeah.
And I've got it where the flaps will go up,
Oh, really? Okay.
and that helps a lot.
Okay. But yeah, this is just, I'm almost hands off, really. I'm just kind of tapping the controls a little bit. And yeah, I mean, it'll stay up there quite a while. So yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah, it's a nice flying plane, not bad. For a powered glider, and like I said, if you go from a 5,000 milliamp pack to a 33 like this and shift it forward, it's definitely more stable than it was last time around. You save 0.54 pounds. I did the math on the batteries I was using, so it's half a pound of weight out of this thing if you go to a 33. And, you know, it's a glider, you don't really need the power. So, I don't know why, I just did that, my bad. My bad control inputs here. Let's see, let's trim that. You doing okay, Steve? I don't want to, I'm trying not to, here, you know, maybe I'll take it farther out so you don't have to angle up so much. How about that? Are you okay?
Fucking bugs on me.
Oh, hey, Dave, can you swat the bee off him if he's got a bee?
Oh, okay,
You got a bee on you?
It's gone.
You gone?
I didn't see it.
All right, Dave's on bee patrol. Steve had a bee buzzing around him. Sorry about that, guys. It's still up there. I have used 0 power, just cruising around. Now he's on me. You don't see that? But yeah, I tell you, this is nice for, I don't think there's really any thermaling happening today. It's just kind of glided around, so. But yeah, not bad. But I tell you what, if you want to put a 5,000 in it and shift it back a bit, it's great as a powered, you know, aerobatic glider. If you don't want to do a whole bunch of gliding around. Here, actually, there's a little bit of clouds out there for a little bit of reference. I can kind of bring it out there a little ways. We're probably at what, 100 feet? Less? I need some of that telemetry. I need some of that altitude telemetry so I know where I'm at exactly. So, all right, wind is, I'm kind of going into the wind now, it looks like a little bit. Let's see if I can turn it around. No power again. Oops, little pitch sensitive there. We're powered up. Bring it back. Do a little bit of aerobatics. So I think that's enough neck bending for you there, Steve.
Thank you.
It's almost hard to land. Here, let me do, I'm gonna go to a medium elevator rate here.
But you gotta fix up here.
Oh, do I? Okay. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I was gonna do. You see anybody coming out now? All right, Steve, let's do like a little, see if I can touch and go it out here. There we go. All right, I'm gonna go to a low elevator rate here now. That's a little more grass, 70% on the elevator. That actually tones it down quite a bit. You gotta go get it? Go ahead. Yeah, you're good. He's gonna go out and get his plane. He lost his pits out there, so I'll keep it up high here for a bit till he's All right, Steve, I'll take it way, way out so you don't have to bend your neck so much. I'll go out to where the birds are eating all the trash at the landfill here. There's some good trash on YouTube here. There we go, look at that. All right, we're going into a tailwind here, so, but I think I got enough energy here. Yeah, I see him. I'll go vertical after this, yeah. But yeah, it'll glide, guys. It'll glide nice. I think I prefer it with the 3300. I've used 857 milliamps now out of the 33. So we've got lots to go on. You could still, even with the 33, fly this quite a bit. Yeah. And you can even do touch and goes. All right, let's see if we can do a little bit of aerobatic stuff with it. My friend the bird there, he's going after me, look at that. All right, we'll kill the power here for a bit and just kind of see if we can do some aerobatics without any power.
Gas are starting up.
Gas is starting up. Can you give me like a couple minutes? See, yeah. All right, he's gonna refrain for us. And we will. Yeah, I think the gas guy wants to fly, so I'll come by slow, inverted here. Yeah, we'll just do a short flight out of this because some of the guys here want to fly. I don't want to hog the whole runway and stuff, but as you can see, guys, this will fly for quite a while. It's hard to do a touch and go sometimes, huh? It'll just go. It'll fly for a long time, even with power. I'm at 1400 I've used up, so. Point roll. It does that actually fairly well. I'm kind of impressed with that. A little bit of gliding around. This is, I tell you, this is a great plane that you can just fly for quite some time on. Stores energy, even with the 33. What's our timer at right now, Steve?
Well, we talked a little bit, so
yeah.
13 minutes. So
it's at what, 13?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we talked for probably 3 to 5 of it. So, and like I said, I'm only at 1500. I've only used about 1500 out of the 3000. So. So used to going around and stuff. All right, guys, I am going to bring it in. Let some of the guys here fly their gas stuff, because once they start up, it kills my my whole sound quality. So, anyway, you guys got an idea from the other 2 videos and this one as well. I really like this 3300 pushed all the way forward. It's nice and stable. It's real aerobatic. It glides for a long time. You save half a pound of weight. I mean, it's just incredible. It's just fantastic. I'll do some steep turns out here real fast, Steve. With a little bit of power. I think it does. I think with a little bit of power, steep turning it, it'll do it nice and tight. We're right out front. This is probably a 20-30 foot circle I'm doing here. Let me go a little farther out that way. The wind is kind of blowing me a little bit. See if I can get a tighter circle out here. I'll put some more power in. You see how tight this thing will get in a turn. It'll get nice and tight. Not sure why you want to do this, but all right. We are bringing it in so we can let some guys fly.
Yeah, I drove all the way from Orlando. Let me come over here to stand up all.
Oh, what's that now? I'm sorry.
I drove all the way from Orlando. I didn't come here to stand up all.
Oh, that's okay. I'm landing now. I came all the way from Orlando too. We'll be landing. Well, oh no, I appreciate that. That's why I said I was landing now. It's all good. All right, guys, can't make everybody happy, so we're gonna land it here. Right out front with full flaps. There we go. Touching down nicely. And I will go get it. All right, guys, that's it. It seems like it worked out really nice there. That CG with 3300, we save half a pound. And it's just a real nice flyer. So guys, thanks for watching RC Informer. Be sure to check out that unboxing video and the last 2 flight demos we did. But I'm thinking 3300, roaring top, 70C, battery all the way forward is perfect for this airplane. So once again, Steve, thanks for watching RC Informer, guys, and as always, we'll see you next time.